Hello students, welcome back. This is the second part of the chapter, that is natural vegetation in India. So let's start. In the previous class, we had learnt about the factors that affect the natural vegetation in India and what is the importance of natural vegetation. आज के इस क्लास में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे about different types of natural vegetation in India. So a variety of climatic condition and relief makes India suitable for the growth of variety of plants. तो इंडिया में तरह तरह के क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन है, रिलीफ फीचर्स है और इसका ये रिजल्ट होता है कि यहाँ पे तरह तरह के वेजिटेशन यानी पेड़ पौधे ग्रो करते हैं. तो लेट्स सी द टाइप्स ऑफ वेजिटेशन. तो द मेजर टाइप्स है वो है ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन रेन फॉरेस्ट, ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट और वी ऑल्सो कॉल इट मानसून फॉरेस्ट. ये सबसे ज़्यादा ग्रो करता है यानी लार्जेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया हैज़ दिस टाइप ऑफ वेजिटेशन. The next is the tropical desert or thorn forest, followed by the littoral or tidal forest. We also call it mangrove forest. And the last one is mountain vegetation or alpine vegetation in India. So students, these are the major types of vegetation that grow in India. This is the map showing you the different types of vegetation. तो सबसे पहले we will see the tropical rainforest. You can see the areas which receive maximum rainfall, they have tropical evergreen rainforest because they are basically trees which are evergreen, and for being remaining evergreen they need lot of water, so they grow in the rainiest parts of India. The next being tropical deciduous forest. As I told you, this is also monsoon forest. You can see the largest area in India has this type of forest because this grow in a peculiar type of climate that is known as tropical monsoon climate. इसके बारे में हम लोग और पढ़ेंगे. Let's see the third one. Third one is thorn forest. Thorn forests grow in arid and semi-arid regions of the country. ये जो arid areas है और semi arid, this is the leeward side and this is the area which receives less rainfall in India. So these areas they support thorn forest or thorn vegetation. The next being tidal forest. Tidal forests are mainly found in the deltas. You can see in the delta areas because this is a very typical type of forest that grows both in river water, that is fresh water, as well as in sea water, that is saline water. So it can survive in both the water, and for this it has developed a typical feature that we are going to discuss later. And the last one, Himalayan forest, we call it Himalayan forest in India, or we can even say mountain vegetation. You can see this in the north and northeastern part of India. So students, these are the 5 major types of vegetation that grow in different parts of India. तो हम देख सकते हैं कि तरह तरह के vegetation है क्योंकि climate में भी बहुत ज़्यादा variation है, soil में भी बहुत ज़्यादा variation है, इसीलिए vegetation भी vary करता है. Now let's learn them one by one. First one, tropical evergreen rain forest. Let's see the areas, and the map is also there. Western slope of Western Ghats. So children, this is a western slope of Western Ghats. Assam and West Bengal. So here we have Assam and West Bengal. Island group of Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar. So here we have islands groups of Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep and Odisha. So here in Odisha also, in Bengal and Odisha also, we find this forest because these are the areas where maximum rainfall is received. तो देख लेते हैं temperature और rainfall. Rainfall should be 200 centimeters or more. It should be more or 200 centimeters, and temperature should be high temperature. So good amount of temperature and rainfall is required. So India is very much suitable, having tropical and subtropical climate, and these areas which we just saw in the map, they receive good amount of rainfall. Let's see the characteristics. तो सबसे पहले द ट्रीज ग्रो विगरसली रीचिंग अप टू अ हाइट ऑफ अबाउट 60 मीटर एंड अबव. लगभग 60 मीटर से ऊपर इसकी हाइट हो जाती है बिकॉज दीज आर टॉल ट्रीज. दे फाइट फॉर, दे स्ट्रगल फॉर सनलाइट एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे ग्रो वेरी टॉल. वेजिटेशन ग्रो इन लेयर्स. यहाँ पे अलग अलग लेयर्स में वेजिटेशन ग्रो करते हैं. सबसे नीचे होता है हर्ब लेयर, देन इमेच्योर लेयर, देन द अंडर स्टोरी, canopy layer and the emergent layer. Emergent layer has the tallest trees. This is a canopy layer where the trees merge with each other. Their canopies, they merge with each other. At the understory, the trees with short height. The immature layer, the plants and the herbs, the small plants. So they are in layers. यहाँ पे जो vegetation है वो layers में है और यहाँ sunlight cannot reach the ground and thus the ground remain damp. इसलिए जो ग्राउंड होता है इस तरह का फॉरेस्ट का वो डैम्प होता है. यू कैन सी इन दिस पिक्चर द वेजिटेशन इज सो डेंस. सो हियर इज अनदर पिक्चर, द अंडर स्टोरी एंड द कैनोपी. सो देयर आर डिफरेंट लेयर्स इन विच द वेजिटेशन ग्रो. These forests they provide yield hardwood trees. Trees are hardwood, the wood is quite durable and they are very very valuable, commercially very valuable. Common trees are mahogany, rosewood, ebony, rubber and cinchona. So these are the most common trees usually found in tropical evergreen forest. Let's see in India which are the important trees and their uses. So the first one is sisam. It's hard and durable, also known as sishu, and it is used for construction, furniture making and making of bullock carts and also agricultural implements and musical instruments. So these are the few usage of sisam. The next tree is rosewood, very very hard and fine grain. It is used for making expensive furniture. So sisam as well as rosewood as well as gurjan, all these are used for making furniture because they are quite durable and they are hardwood. Gurjan is usually commonly used for making railway sleepers. So these are the uses of some important evergreen tropical trees. Now the next type of vegetation that grows in India is tropical deciduous forest. As I said, ये सबसे common है और इसको हम लोग monsoon forest भी बोलते हैं. Why? Because large part of India is covered with this type of vegetation. Here children, in the map you can see the region where tropical deciduous forest grows. Let's see कि कहाँ पे ये forest पाया जाता है. Extend from northeast states along the foothills of Himalaya, Jharkhand, West Odisha, Chhattisgarh and on the eastern and western Ghats. तो यहाँ पे ये बहुत बड़े एरिया में ये फॉरेस्ट पाया जाता है. This covers large part of India. This is a typical vegetation of the monsoon region and these are the most extensive forest in India. A very important characteristic of monsoon forests is that these forests are in pure stand. So I have put up in the form of a question कि what do you mean by a pure stand? So pure stand means that a large area in the forest is covered by a single species of tree. This means कि tropical monsoon forest में जो पेड़ होते हैं, एक species variety या species के जो पेड़ होते हैं वो बहुत सारे पेड़ एक जगह पे ही पाए जाते हैं, grow करते हैं. तो we can say that these forests are in pure stand. Whereas tropical evergreen forest, in that case they are not in pure stand. यानी evergreen forest में एक वैरायटी या एक स्पीसी का जो पेड़ होता है वो एक जगह पे नहीं पाया जाता है. तो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सप्लॉइट सच फॉरेस्ट. एक तो वो ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट बहुत डेंस होते हैं, अंडर ग्रोथ होता है, उनको एक्सप्लॉइट करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है और वो प्योर स्टैंड में नहीं होते हैं. दे आर वेरी डेंस. सो लाइक द ट्रीज आर वेरी वैल्यूएबल, कमर्शियली वेरी वैल्यूएबल, बट मॉनसून फॉरेस्ट के पेड़ ज़्यादा, इनकी मार्केट में ज़्यादा वैल्यू होती है बिकॉज इट इज़ easier comparatively to exploit such forests. Monsoon forests are less dense compared to tropical evergreen forests and they are in pure stand. So if one variety of tree is required, then there are several trees of one variety at one place. So these forests are in pure stand, and that's why their commercial value increases because of this characteristic. On the basis of availability of water, यानी rainfall के according अगर हम इस forest को देखें, we can divide it into two, moist deciduous and dry deciduous. तो ये जो deciduous forest इंडिया में is according to rainfall, यानी जहाँ ज़्यादा बारिश होती है वहाँ we find moist deciduous forest, जिसका characteristics थोड़ा अलग होता है from the dry deciduous forest, which grows in area of comparatively less rainfall. Moist deciduous forest, इसमें जो rainfall receive होता है that is about 100 to 200 centimeters and with a long dry season. The trees are deciduous, they shed their leaves during dry season. So during the dry season they shed their leaves and they flourish during the rainy season. Each of the species have different types of shedding leaves. यानी जो भी species grow करते हैं अलग अलग पेड़ के लिए अलग अलग time होता है for shedding their leaves. The entire forest is not bare at any time. पूरी तरह से forest scanty नहीं होता, अलग अलग species they have different types or time for shedding their leaves. यानी shedding season vary करता है अलग अलग species. Common trees are शीशम, sandalwood, teak, sal and bamboo. ये सारे common trees हैं, and economically important trees are khair, rosewood and शीशम. So these are some trees which are economically important. In dry deciduous, they grow in the rainier parts of the peninsular plateau and the plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. So they grow in the rainier parts of peninsular plateau, यानी South India में peninsular part में और North India में parts of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Rainfall, they receive less rainfall, 70 to 100 centimeter, and the common trees are teak, sal, peepal and neem. So these are the common trees of dry deciduous forest. Now we'll see the uses of certain trees. Sal is used for making beams, doors and window posts. Teak is hard and durable, and it is used for construction purpose like shipbuilding, making of furniture, railway carriages, etc. Samul, it's soft and white, though it is a deciduous tree, but its wood is soft and white, and it is used for making toys, packing cases, matchboxes, etc. Sandalwood, it is used for making statues and ornamental objects, and even because of its aromatic substance, it is used for extracting sandalwood oil, and also used for making perfumery. Now khair is a hardwood. It is used for making plough, knives, daggers, swords, etc. So like this, these are the uses of certain deciduous trees. Now, because of increasing population, यानी इंडिया में population काफ़ी बढ़ रहा है, and people need more and more land for cultivation. That's why most of these forests are being cleared for cultivation and animal grazing. So this might create an imbalance, ecological imbalance, but because of the population pressure, most of these forests are being cleared for growing crops and for grazing. So students, thank you. That's all about the natural vegetation in India. We will proceed with the same topic in the next class. See you all in the next class.